Hi, my name is Chris. Today I'm going to tell you a little bit about my 1998 S1 Buell. I love this bike and I want to introduce anyone who's interested in buying it to it and let them know how it runs, what I've done to it, and maybe give them a little idea of what it's all about before you come out and look at it. The first thing I'm going to tell you about is the fact that I installed a late model Buell cast aluminum swing arm on this bike instead of the stock square section original swing arm. The original swing arms were really kind of flexible, and these ones are much stiffer and lighter, and it instantly improved the handling of this bike. Three features I've added to the bike are a billet frame reinforcement here and a billet pulley cover, in addition to billet brake and shifter controls, as well as late market pegs. On this side of the bike there are three things I'd like to talk about. First off, I've installed a K&N force winder intake. This adds several horsepower, maybe more, to the running of the bike. Plus, as soon as it went on, the bike ran considerably better, especially at speed. I've also wrapped the headers with fiberglass header tape. This is a hot bike on a hot day, and the header wrap definitely makes it a little bit more comfortable to ride. I've also left the stock shield. And most fun, and some people might not like it, I kind of like it, I've put a late model chin fairing on, which didn't originally come on an S1 for no other reason than I think it looks fun on this. I've added a aftermarket P&M, I believe it is, but I'll have to find out for you. Floating front brake rotor, vastly improved the braking. In addition, I also put Goodrich braided steel brake lines on. The front brakes on this are fabulous. A couple of things I've added to the controls. First off, I put billet CRC mirrors onto the front of the bike. On the bar end, they work a heck of a lot better than their original position off of the handlebars. The other thing I've put is these nifty late model hand guards, which keep your hands warm on cold days and also protect them from bugs and rocks and errant mirrors and that sort of thing. On this side, for purely aesthetic purposes, I've added a chrome primary cover, mainly because I think it looks balanced with the rest of the bike instead of the black that was on it. I've also added a billet oil cooler. This made a huge difference to how hot the bike ran, and I think has been one of the main reasons that this bike has been essentially worry-free engine-wise. It's just a really, really nice unit, and probably the most expensive addition that was on the bike. The bike's also got a Storch steering dampener, which is adjustable, and though they look kind of strange for Buells, that's the way these are supposed to be. They don't have a top of the yoke steering dampener. Because it's got such a steep head angle and short wheelbase, this helped it ride a lot more predictably and vastly improved one's confidence level when riding it in traffic. Last but not least, we've got a Corbin seat on the bike, included with all of the rest of the accessories, including tank bra, Buell tank bag, Buell cover, spare parts, all that kind of stuff. You'll get the Corbin seat. This is another addition that made the bike far more rideable for long distances and is much more comfortable as a leather seat than the plastic seat that came with the bike. It also bears mentioning that this is a twin tail S1, which I'm not sure if it's rare necessarily, but it was very infrequently seen, and I've heard numbers in the 500s or maybe 1,000 twin tails that were made here in the States for this year. I don't know that to be the case, but it's definitely nice when you want to ride somebody in the back, because the other S1s and S1 Lightnings don't have a twin tail, they have a single seat.
So that's a little bit about my bike. I hope that helped you get to know it a little bit better and let you know if you want to come out and see it. Truth be told, I'm really not terribly excited to sell it, but I don't ride it enough, and it really should go to somebody who is going to ride it more than I do. Because in the 6 years, gosh, maybe 7 years that I've owned it, I've really had some good times on it and done a lot of cool things with it and gone a lot of great places on it. And it really just needs to have that done for another 6 years, maybe 12. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this, and have a nice day.